All right. What's good? All right, all right, all right. How that used to go? All right, all right, all right. Something like that. What's good? It's your boy, that man, Legendary Ron, and you are tuned into the Pro Film Work channel. What's happening? This one right here, y'all ain't gonna like this one. The fellas gonna like it. Women, y'all, some of y'all women gonna recognize it from jump, gonna be able to relate to it from jump. But a lot of y'all fellas, a lot of y'all other chicks, y'all ain't gonna dig it. Your homegirl is keeping you single. Yeah, your homegirl keeping you single. Let's look at it from a logical perspective. If you are hungry and your homegirl hungry, this goes to fellas too in this instance. If you hungry and your homeboy hungry, yada yada, whatever, whichever. If you hungry and your friend is hungry, and somebody came through and they said, yo, here's some food. But they gave you enough just for you so that if you ate, you wouldn't be hungry anymore for that time period. If you tried to split it up, you're definitely still going to be hungry. But they gave you some food and your friend is hungry. You think your friend is good. We're talking logic. We're not talking emotions. We're talking logic. You think your friend is going to say, yeah, I'm still starving, but I'm sure glad you got some food to eat. It's kind of like that. I know that was like a rough analogy, but it's kind of like that. What a lot of you girls fail to realize, when you get something good, if your homegirl ain't got something good going on too, she gonna drop a little something in your ear. You see what I'm saying? She gonna drop a little something in your ear, or it sounds along the lines of, girl, I don't know, if it make you happy. That's one of the familiar phrases you might hear. You hear stuff like, I don't know how you do it, because for me, they gotta at least be able to, and she'll go based on the info that you gave her to point out the insecurities, you know, the shortcomings, not insecurities, the shortcomings of said particular dude. If it's a dude of structure, moral structure, and he sets boundaries because he knows when certain boundaries are broken, the type of negative things that can come into the relationship, that single miserable friend is going to point those boundaries out as insecurities. So I said the word insecurities earlier. Y'all homegirls are keeping y'all single. Let's say it for the ones in the back. Y'all homegirls is keeping y'all single. Because when it's you and them, and that Mary J playing, or, you know, the whole energy, because I don't give a about it, you know what I mean? It's 7 p.m. Friday. I ain't got no yeah, that type of energy, you know? And you know what's crazy? Most times the friend that is pushing separation between you and your dude, they got a dude that they're crazy about. Most times, that friend, sometimes it's your dude, but they'll never tell you that. Sometimes they got a thing for your dude, or they're wondering, why I want somebody hurting on the inside. And that's not funny or cool, but they're not going to watch you walk off with your Grammy, man. You're not going to do it. It just don't work like that. You know? All y'all think y'all got that genuine friend. Ladies, if she ain't got it, she don't want you to get it. And then you got some of them, which is a whole other episode, They'll have their dude, but they're comparing their dude, your dude with their dude. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, you got with your dude, and all of a sudden, her dude start having problems. You're trying to, but y'all was just good. No, you got that Nunu, and she feeling some type of way. You know, that's her type. That's her Yeah, so a lot of y'all friends, and this goes for mothers too. A lot of y'all friends and mothers is gearing y'all up to be future cat women of America. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger. And a lot of y'all are such, like, let me tell you something. Women, one of the best blessings God ever gave man. And I'm not just talking, some of you dudes, your brain is so limited, you went straight to the physical. That's not what I mean. Companionship. You know what I'm saying? We look at the world one way, women look at the world another way. That's my opinion. Is somebody gonna jump up there? No, it's all the same. We see it all. I'm just giving you my opinion. And there are a lot of people that share the same sentiments as myself. It's a blessing to have someone that can give you another outlook on stuff, that can fill in certain blanks. When you look at things a certain way, they have a whole alternate, or even when it's similar. A lot of times it's similar, which is what brings you out together. But someone that has another take on the same thing, like y'all sharing the same meal, not sharing, but y'all went out to eat, ordered the same thing. And you say, yo, I like the way they, and they'll say, oh, and I like the way they, but they're talking about a different part of the meal. You see what I'm saying? So, but a lot of y'all, even though y'all are so cool, some of y'all chicks are so dope. You know what's real cool? When you find a funny chick. Like a chick with a sense of humor, like really, that she ain't too cute to be silly. Yeah. You get one of those, right? But anyway, a lot of y'all girls are robbing yourselves, man. Robbing yourselves with friends like that. Friends are single and miserable because you know what leads a lot of those friends to be single and miserable, and why they bring it to you so you could join them, is they run game on dudes. But what's going on, the same way technology makes a lot of things available that wasn't available before, meaning it's a chick could get a boyfriend like this, right? No, I take that back. That was incorrect. A chick can have an interaction with a guy like this, right? Just from going on TikTok, just from going on Instagram. They don't even have to post anything. They could just have a profile picture, right? And they can have an interaction, right? But a lot of these chicks these days is running game. And because the same tools, the same abundance of information that allows females to be able to get male interaction and validation like this, it's updating dudes on game like this. So there's a lot of things that dudes used to fall for back in the day, old school. They're not falling for that no more. And sadly, a lot of chicks are not catching on that dudes aren't falling for that anymore. When you leave a relationship in a certain way, in a certain time span or whatever, and you get with a new dude, back in the days or years ago, a dude would have thought like, oh, her dude messed up. I got lucky. He ain't know what he was doing. Look what I found. You know what I mean? He lost out. I lucked out. Look, you know what I mean? Dudes ain't like that no more. Now dudes is like, oh, you a grimy chick. Because you was with this dude, and they dudes is calculating the years, the months. Dudes is doing all that now. They looking at if you got kids, don't got. Dudes is hip now. You understand? If you can't answer your phone within a certain time, dudes ain't falling for I was busy, I had things. Because the tools for communication and information is so abundant. Everybody's informing everybody. Remember a couple of years ago, everybody was eating cereal. Oh, you ain't got nothing to eat, go eat some cereal. Now everybody know on the side of the box, that thing is saying words that you can't even pronounce. You seeing them words in the hardware store. You eating straight up chemicals. Now information is the point I'm making. There's so much information going out, about, around, you feel me? That you can't run the game that you used to on dudes. So that's why your single friend stays single. Because she's still trying to run game on dudes. And what dudes are doing right now, dudes is not trying to waste the opportunity for the... You understand? They're like, okay, whatever, in their mind. So they're listening to everything you're saying and like, word, he did, word? Yeah, I don't know how some dudes do that. That's grimy. That's messed up. That's... You know what I'm saying? He's playing your game and you think you're running game. But he's playing your game to get what he want out the situation. All he want out the situation is some physical interaction. And you might think, okay, I'm fresh out of a relationship, so I don't really care. I could go for a good, right? But women, no matter what you may think and all this liberated talk, women weren't designed for that. Women weren't designed just to get that yang and that's it. No matter what your favorite female rapper tell you. But I ain't got to convince y'all. Y'all know that to yourself because y'all know what y'all feel. Y'all want to do to claim y'all and treat y'all, you know, like a princess and a queen and all that. But moving along. So your friend, you know, she's running the game. Oh, I didn't get your call because I was tired. That's what she's telling these dudes. Oh, I didn't see your text. It takes 2 seconds to text somebody, literally. Anybody that doesn't text you, fellas, and females, no matter how busy somebody is, male or female, if they can't respond to you via text, you're not a priority in their life. I'm going to say it again for the ones in the back. Anyone that does not text you, that can't respond to a text, can't send you a text, 2 seconds, you're not a priority. What you do, get somebody that makes you a priority. When you get somebody that makes you a priority, you feel like clouds done cleared up. You understand what I'm saying? You know, when you get something that doesn't just feel right, because somebody can give you something that's wrong and make it feel right. But when you get something that is right, man, listen. This is water, by the way. You know. Anyway. So that friend, she's not winning in that aspect of life. Don't get it confused with her having degrees. Don't get it confused with her having a nice spot. Don't get it confused with her having a nice car. Your friend is empty on the inside because she's going against the natural biological order of what you want, which is companionship, is what I'm emphasizing here. She can't retain companionship. I know you ain't just hear my stomach growl. That's crazy, right? I gotta go take care of that. You know, I gotta go get me something to eat, some good food. But yeah, your friend, she wants you to be like her because it makes her feel not as bad about herself. Dig? She feels not as bad about herself. See, ain't too much wrong with me because look, she messed up too. All these dudes is dogs. All these dudes is grimy. Because look, they did it to you too, right? See, I told you. That's what she's trying to hit you with. But she's not factoring that sucker ass advice that she gave you. You know what I mean? When she told you for y'all to head out, hit that spot. And when you was calling, she was like, you ain't got to tell that dude where you at. He ain't your father. That ain't your daddy. You know who your daddy is. You're like, right, girl, right. You know what I mean? And all that nonsense. She's not factoring that in when your relationship go. You know what I mean? She's not factoring in that when she went on her Tinder, BLK, or whatever hookup, that she made sure the friend had a friend for you, knowing you got a dude. She crashed your whole shit. She crashed your whole shit. And mothers be doing it too. All of the mothers that lived it up in their time, in their prime. And then those mothers tried to run game on dudes. They, you know, the cheaters and all that shit, all that stuff. Now that, things ain't as perky as they used to be, face got little wrinkles in it, you know what I mean? Hair done thinned out, stuff of that nature. Don't get me wrong, there's some dudes that's into that, but the average dude ain't into that. Feel me? So now what? A lot of mothers can't watch their daughters be happy. Yikes. That's a real one right there. I'm going to say it again. A lot of mothers can't watch their daughters be happy. Sometimes it's worse than the bitter friend. The bitter friend is usually way worse though. But the mothers are there that they don't want their not to be construed with y'all chicks that's running around with Pookie and Ray Ray, and your mother's like, yo, what are you doing? You ain't gonna use what I'm saying as an excuse to run around with some degenerate hood, you know what I mean? Type dude. We ain't talking about that. We talking about you got a mellow dude, he into you, he ain't running the streets, he ain't outside, whatever, you know what I mean? Chill dude, respectable, he about you understand? Some of y'all mothers, they can't watch y'all get that happily ever after. But what they will do is they share a similar tactic as the friend. Which is, let me see, because they're a woman and they're like, I know how I think. So she's gonna look at things the same way. So let me find out his shortcomings. And I'm gonna point that out to her to make him not as shiny to her. You dig? I'm just realizing my phone, my joint camera kind of tilted, but it's all good. It's only YouTube. But yeah, so that happens. And then they plant that seed in your brain. And the next thing you know, as the years go by, don't get me wrong, you're always going to find a dude that want to, hold that. What is a Anyway, you know what I mean. There's always going to be a dude ready, right? But as you get older, the number of dudes that's just cool with a whole lot starts to, you know what I mean? And that's why they can't watch you win. There's going to be something wrong with everybody. You understand? Some things you can fix, some things you can't fix. It is what it is. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect physically. Nobody's perfect mentally. You could have a whole bunch of knowledge that you attained throughout the years. And that doesn't mean that you're solid mentally, male or female. Nobody's perfect mentally, nobody's perfect physically. I know everybody knows, everybody knows it, but when we interact with each other, we don't act that way. Sometimes we act like we are, I know I don't do this and this person does this, so, you know what I mean? And some things are, you know what I mean? But at the same time, don't let somebody point out flaws in a person you with and make you lose out in life for things. Yeah, my stomach is really, I gotta go get me some Jamaican food or something. You know what I mean? I gotta get me some Spanish food, some bistec or something, you know what I mean? Some arroz con dulces or something, you know what I mean? Like, something solid to stick to my ribs, man. I wish there was a place around here where I could get some short ribs or something. Anyway, don't let somebody cause you to lose out on in life and use the imperfections of the person that genuinely loves you as the tool to dismantle what you got going on so you could wind up alone and bitter and partially empty like them. Because the sick part about that is they're using you being empty and alone to fill the void in them being empty and alone based on the mistakes they made growing up, living their life. Don't let your friends, ladies, don't let your friends turn you into single, older cat ladies. It's your boy Legendary Ron, and I'm out. All right? Subscribe, support, Cash App, Pro Film Work. All right? $, you know it, for the Cash App. PROFILMWORK. No S at the end. Pro Film Work, not Pro Film Works. All right? Peace. I love the support. Holla at y'all. Send a super thanks. You know how it go.